In this video, I will show you how to manage vaccinations and dewormings for many dogs in one go. Now, if you click on the health option in the main menu, it will take you to this screen. On the left menu, you will see vaccinations and worms, ticks and fleas. So let's go to vaccinations. Now, it is important to note that these screens they don't create a group vaccination or a group deworming. Basically, they just create individual dewormings or vaccinations for all your dogs. So it's not a separate entity, it's just individual. When it shows the vaccinations or the dewormings, it will show all of the vaccinations of a specific type on the same date together as a single one. So just to explain to you how this works, let's say this one, Bordetella, 8th of April, Abigail Snow-Meyer. Now, if I go to my dogs and I click on Abby, and on the left I go to health and vaccinations, let's add a vaccination year, 19th, let's make this the 8th of April, and the type is Bordetella, and I'll save this. So you see I added Bordetella for the 8th of April. Now if we go back to health, vaccinations, you'll see that on the 8th of April, Bordetella, there is now Abigail and Abby. So this just shows you all vaccinations on the same date of the same type. And you can easily manage them together, either remove them for individual dogs or just add additional dogs. So I'm going to add a new vaccination to show you how this works. Let's add a vaccination for today's date. Let's say coronavirus. Now, this form looks exactly the same as the vaccination form for an individual dog, except for this middle section, which is the ability to manage dogs for this item. Now, let's click on Add Dogs. What you'll see on this screen, this gives you the ability to select multiple dogs. You'll see at the top, it shows Filter. Now, this filter is basically the same filter as you have on, if you click on Dogs in the main menu. So you have all dogs, my puppies, active breeding dogs, and then any custom filters that you might have created. Now let's just leave it on my dogs, and these are your dogs. You can click on select all to select all of them, or unselect all of them. So let's just select all of them, that's fine. Every dog that you select will be added to this list. And you can remove it by either unchecking the box there, or by unchecking the box there. So let's click on save. You'll see that all the dogs are added here, and again you can remove a dog simply by clicking the X. So let's add Oliver back. And now let's click save. Now you'll see a coronavirus vaccination has been added for each of these 3 dogs on the 19th of April. Now if I go to Oliver, and I go to his health page, vaccinations, you'll see a coronavirus entry on the 19th of April. So really this screen is just a way to manage vaccinations or dewormings together in one action, so that you don't need to add these one by one. Now another example, let's say that you added 1 too many dogs or 2 too many dogs, they were not actually vaccinated, you need to remove them. You can go to the individual dogs and just remove the vaccination there. But what you can also do is to just find the vaccination via the screen. You click on this and you remove this dog. It will ask you, are you sure you want to delete the vaccination? It will be deleted as soon as we click save. So let's say yes, and we click save. So Oliver is gone. And if we now go back to dogs, and we find Oliver, and we go to health and vaccinations, you'll see that there's no vaccination entry. For worms, ticks and fleas, it works exactly the same. Let's click on add. The form is basically the same except for this dog section at the bottom where we can add multiple dogs that it will be added to. 19th of April, let's say deworming heartworm, and it's Mulbermax. Click on save. 19th of April, and it shows the dogs that are added to that entry.